Welcome to the Disability Channel and Press Box. We're down here at Maple Leaf Garden Square. We're here with two fanatical Leaf fans. We're here with Alex and Michael. Guys, thanks for being on the show today. Tell us your thoughts about tonight.
Oh, it's amazing. The vibe, like, this is my first time being here since like pre-COVID, so it's awesome. It's gonna be fun, and it's a lot of people here, hopefully, and yeah, it'll be dope.
Yeah, I'm happy we won this nice VIP experience. Great cold beer. Happy to be with the boys. Happy to meet new guys, new Leafs fans. Ready to get this win. I'm so ready for this win.
That's great, guys. Look at them all geared up in the Leafs gear. Go Leafs, go! Again, Leafs in how many games?
6.
4, baby.
4, baby. You heard it here. You're watching the Disability Channel and Press Box. We're down here at Maple Leaf Square. Go Leafs, go! Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot.
Welcome back. We're pleased to be joined by our CEO and founder, Jay Stoyan, who's actually been to Maple Leaf Square and seen the excitement of this series in person. So welcome, Jay. We're excited to have you.
Oh, thanks, Casey and Brett. Really appreciate the opportunity to come on the air. Unfortunately, I'm on the road today, so I've been in and out of meetings. So I'm just going to do it on the phone today as it's easier for me. So thanks, guys. I was listening to your show, though, and I like your analysis regarding the Blue Jays and the Leafs. I think the Blue Jays are reading their own clippings a little bit too much prior to the season. I think they got a little too overconfident, thought they were bigger than they are, and I think they've been smacked down a little bit by the Yankees. A little bit of dose of reality of we're still the big dog here, you know. So, what do you guys think?
So I'll go first. Yeah, I think that series with the Yankees was a shock. I do think the Jays are playing good baseball right now. I'm excited to see how the rest of the series with the Cleveland Guardians goes. But I'm just happy with the way they're playing. As I said, I'm happy with the chemistry, and I'm just happy all the players are there to support each other, and they're as happy as they are. And I think every team should take a lead from that. Brett,
What do you think, Brett?
Give your thoughts.
You know, and I'm going to be saying this week after week, and you're going to get sick and tired of hearing it, but I think it bodes true. Baseball is a marathon and not a sprint. I'm extremely happy with the way the Jays are playing. I don't really subscribe to these optics where home run jackets are a distraction, or just watching them enjoy themselves either in the dugout or out in the bullpen is a distraction. These guys are paid to play a game, and they're extremely lucky that they are paid to play a game. And this idea that they need to enjoy themselves. If I could find a job that allows me to smile and enjoy myself every single day of my life, I'm going to be laughing. And I think that this is what the Jays and their players are doing right now.
Do you think they miss Marcus Simeon?
I don't think so. Marcus Simeon is not playing very well over in Texas right now.
Yeah, I don't even know what his stats are this early in the season, but I know he did a fabulous job for us last year.
I don't have them offhand, Jay, but yeah. I did see them recently, and his numbers are way down. And again, like I said, baseball is a marathon and not a sprint. He will pick up, and maybe down the road we will discover that it was a bad idea to let him walk. But right now, the Jays are the team that we're focused here on watching, and we can't really let the past dictate our future.
Yeah, and I do think that with Springer, with Vladdy, with Chapman, I don't think we have anything to be concerned about right now. I think these guys are in their prime right now, and I just love watching them and how happy they are. And when they hit balls, it gets them pumped up, and I love seeing that. And I think that also adds to the chemistry of the team as well. And it's a fairly young team, so that's nice to see as well.
Any updates? Have you guys heard any updates on Hernandez or Danny Jansen, especially Hernandez? Have you guys heard any updates? Are they back? Are they coming back soon?
I think that Hernandez is closer than Jansen is to come back. I don't know a time frame. I would suspect maybe, and it's a large window. I would suspect him maybe back in the next 10 days, 2 weeks. Danny Jensen again. I haven't heard anything. Not really worried about it. I know that Alejandro Kirk hit a home run last night. He had been in a slump, but you have to get those plate appearances in order to gain your confidence, and he'll come around. And it's I'm not worried about behind the plate. I'm really lucky, or we're really lucky. Jays fans are really lucky that they've got an awful lot of players that can cover that DH spot, like Kirk has off and on this year, to supplement when a guy's not hitting very well.
Well, it sure is great to be able to watch the games every night on TV. So I love that. Summertime, right? Spring, the boys are back, so it's great. So why don't we? I heard you guys talking earlier about the NHL playoffs. I think that's what a lot of people are tuning in here. So great analysis. I love what Casey said about the fourth line. You can't have two penalties on the fourth line. Like that third goal. Well, first of all, I want to tell the audience that I know the feedback. I'm sorry about that. We've been down to we've had full media accreditation. So I want to thank the MLSE. I want to thank the Toronto Maple Leafs. We were down in Maple Leaf Square for the last two games, right in the mix with the fans. I was down there one night. We had Cynthia, one of our other hosts, down the other night. Hopefully, maybe Casey will go next week. But I know obviously with our channel, our whole focus is safety. So our team has to be safe. So the accessibility was amazing down there. There was so much security, so much space, so many police officers, and we had our own barrier. So we were behind the crowd, so we could go in as media, set up our cameras, put our bags down, have a couple chairs, and then there's a barrier, and then the crowd's out there. So what we were doing, we were taking our team out there into the crowd, doing interviews. We have the most passionate fans. Like we just have great fans. So it was great. But let's get back to the game. So, the first game 5-0, I think they were a little surprised because really that first game might have been their best game in years. Like they could almost do nothing wrong. They controlled the puck from start to finish. Our penalty killing was fabulous. Jack played great, and we are led by our stars. The second game, I just felt we were unprepared. We just seemed a little confused, not high energy, couldn't make the pass. And like I said, our fourth line cannot take penalties. So it's going to be interesting to see if they sit Wayne tonight, they bring Clifford back in. I didn't notice really Spezza, so that's kind of good and bad. If you don't notice your fourth line, that could work in our favor. I don't know let me hear your guys' analysis on John. Casey?
Yeah, so I think that Kyle, like the hit that Kyle Clifford took to give him a game misconduct could have easily been avoided. I think we lost a key player, and I think that hurt us a little bit. So I'm hoping we can control that a little bit. I'm anxious to see what happens tonight. I hope we can come out strong and bring our best. But we'll just have to see. But I have complete faith in this team. I know we can play good hockey, and I'm excited to cheer them on.
Well, what do you think about JT? And I want your opinion on JT. Just JT. Tell me what you think of JT.
Yeah, I think JT is a good captain, and I think again he can play good hockey. And I just think with him at the helm and with the rest of the team, we just have to come out and play our game, and that'll give us the W on the series and advance us to the next round, which is what we so desperately need.
What do you think, Brett?
Well, if we go back to game one, there was an awful lot of gimmies that Tampa gave Toronto. I think we played full 60 minutes, which is what we needed. The Kyle Clifford hit. Hockey's a game of millimeters and milliseconds, in my opinion. So was it late? Yeah. Was it uncalled for? Absolutely. Did he pay the price? Yeah. And it carried forward to game two. We really missed a guy like that on our back end. if we go fast forward to game 2, in that regard, Wayne Simmons really hurt us, taking 2 very unnecessary penalties. And what was that final score? 5-3. And they scored on both. Tampa Bay scored on both power plays with Simmons in the box. So we have to play uh, within the confines of the rules. But again, you know what? The referees really need to figure out what they want to do. They're either going to blow the whistle every 10 seconds or they're going to let them play. And I think they really need to put their whistles away and let them play unless a player, and I'm going to use this word, and I don't really mean it deliberately, but unless a player is getting murdered, there's absolutely no reason to call a penalty.
And I also think that if the refs are going to make calls, the calls need to be consistent. And I found that in the regular season that there was inconsistent calls. And I think especially in playoffs, it needs to be consistent because teams can't afford to lose big name players in a playoff round. They just can't. So I think if a ref is going to make one call, it needs to be consistent across the board. That's just my feeling.
I think the analysis I would give the 4 lines. Let's just say the first line is played fabulous. You know, they led the way. Marner and Matthew, Bunting's back. The second line, I think, not that John is costing us, but we need more from John. I mean, he had the quietest point a game year ever. He did almost like a point a game this year, but come play, he needs to step up and be a little bit more of a spark. And I think Willie's having a good series. McKay, I really like our third line, right? When they play with the, Kempf, Mikheyev, and Engvall, I think that's a great line. Our back end, I think our back end is super solid. Giordano and Labushka, what an add to the team. I see the producer there. So why don't we take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll do tonight's, let's talk about tonight's, okay?
Sounds good.
So take it away, Casey.
Yeah, so you're watching Press Box and we'll be right back.